Welcome to the digital marketing revolution. This is the AI-powered marketing show, where the future of marketing is not just imagined, it's already here. Are you an entrepreneur, a digital marketer, or a tech enthusiast? Then you're in the right place. Every day, we explore the cutting-edge tools that help you manifest and monetize your expertise through the power of funnel hubs, supercharged with artificial intelligence. Unlock the secrets of turning your expertise into a digital powerhouse. From actionable insights to transformative strategies, we've got you covered. Now, let's dive into the world where AI meets marketing, where ideas meet execution, and where you meet success. Your journey to marketing mastery starts here. Here's your host, Keith Bell, bringing the future of marketing to you today.
Welcome back to the AI-powered marketing show, where we explore the intersection of artificial intelligence with cutting-edge digital marketing strategies. I am your host, Keith Bell. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning. I was just reading an excellent Reddit post about prompt engineering. I have made a commitment in 2024 to improve my skills as a prompt engineer, as someone who gets more human, clear output from ChatGPT. And I was reading through Reddit and I found this great post in the R ChatGPT Pro forum subreddit. And I want to give a shout out to the God of Prompt. God of Prompt. If you want to go over and check out the website, it's God of Prompt, just like it sounds, godofprompt.ai. Check them out. Great post on the dependency grammar framework. Now, as I was reading this and as I was preparing for this episode, I was saying to myself, Keith, one of the biggest problems you had when you were a police officer was grammar. I was terrible at grammar. I really struggled with it. It makes me wish, and this episode and this Reddit made me wish, I really wish I would have paid more attention in school when it came to grammar. But I wanted to share this concept of the dependency grammar framework and how it can help you to improve your prompts when you're creating prompts in ChatGPT. So, first thing I did was I looked it up in Perplexity, and what I found was that it was the news feeds and articles I got were so technical and so heavy on the verbiage and terminology of linguistics that I thought it would be difficult for me to explain it. So what I did was I created some bullet points to explain dependency grammar in a way that was more relatable and understandable for the average person, because we're all learning here and we want to continue to grow. We want to continue to learn. And sometimes, these concepts can be a little bit intimidating. So I start off with a definition and why dependency grammar is important. So dependency grammar is a framework in linguistics that structures sentences around the relationships between a central head, typically the main verb, and its dependents, such as subjects, objects, and modifiers. This approach is crucial for developing precise language models and AI algorithms because it focuses on the functional connections with language, which are essential for understanding and generating human-like responses. So in a much shorter encapsulated version, what dependency grammar does is it helps artificial intelligence, the large language models, to understand the hierarchy and the relationship of words in sentences. And what it does is it enhances the large language model's ability to parse and respond to user inputs more accurately. So the core concepts in dependency grammar are the head. So the head and the dependent. In dependency grammar, the head is the dominant word that determines the synthetic type of phrase, while the dependent is the word that modifies or complements the head. So, for example, in the sentence, she is reading a book, is reading is the head, and she, a book, are the dependents. So, unlike phrase structure grammar, which builds sentences from a set of rules about ordered subphrases, dependency focuses directly on the relationship between words, making it more straightforward for computational processes. Now, and you have to remember that these large language models, a huge part of their structure was the semantic relationship of words. It plays a huge part in how the content is tokenized, and I'm not going to get into an explanation of tokenized, but how tokens are created for the large language model so that it can break it down and convert language into a language or numbers and tokens that the large language model can understand. So this focus makes dependency grammar particularly useful for AI and machine learning, where understanding direct relationships can streamline natural language processing. So this concept of dependency grammar and looking at the dependent or the head, the core concept of the phrase or the sentence and its dependence, is a huge part of why it works with these large language models so effectively. Because think about it, that's how it was trained. So let me give you some examples of this dependency language framework explained in a little bit simpler and easier to understand terms. So in the first example, the cat chases the mouse. Chases is the head, with the cat and the mouse as its dependents. So think about that sentence. The cat chases the mouse. When you read that, you look at chases, that's the primary verb in the sentence, or the head, and the cat and the mouse are its dependents. So that's how the large language model looks at it. They say, okay, here's the head, the cat, and then it looks at the dependent words, the cat, or I'm sorry, chases, it looks at the head and then the cat and the mouse as its dependents. All right, another example. She is reading a book quietly. Is reading is the head, the verb. That's the core idea of this sentence, with she and book and quietly as dependents. So you can see how this concept helps the large language model have a better understanding of what you're trying to say. Another example, can you help me? can help is the head, with you and me as the dependents. Another example, we will go to the store after lunch. Will go is the head, with we to the store and after lunch as the dependents. So you're getting the idea? So we will go to the store after lunch. Will go is the head, and then we to the store and after lunch are the dependents and how they relate to the original answer. So these examples illustrate how the head-dependent relationship operates within different sentence structures. And this showcases the flexibility and applicability of dependency grammar. So how is this relevant to prompt engineering? So it can enhance AI communication. So when you use dependency grammar, AI can better understand the structure and meaning of your user input, leading to a more accurate and contextually appropriate response. So in a nutshell, dependency grammar, clear mapping of relationships within a sentence. So it's a way for the AI large language model to be able to clearly understand what it is you are trying to say, because using dependency grammar, you're clearly mapping the relationship between the head and the dependent words. So practical applications. Dependency grammar is used to enhance chatbot interactions, improve natural language understanding systems, and refine AI-generated content. So this practical application of dependency grammar in AI includes like more natural dialogues in chatbots. So you have more human type responses from your chatbots. And I just talked about this a couple days ago, how it's easy to spot AI generated content, but this will help in creating content that's more human, that's more conversational, and flows better and sounds more natural. Some of the stuff that I see in newsletters and different on websites, etc., has a tendency to be very what's a good word to describe it? Very cookie cutter. So this will help to eliminate that. So the conclusion, dependency grammar in AI encourages listeners to enhance their interaction with technology. Use this dependency grammar framework to improve your prompts. And if you want to check out the Reddit, it's in ChatGPT Pro, and the title of the Reddit is the post is how to create 100% human written content with ChatGPT. Excellent post. I think you get a lot out of it. So check it out. If you got value out of today's episode, please follow the podcast. I am on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Leave a review. I use the reviews to improve myself as a podcaster. I know this was a little choppy today because I am still trying to understand this concept, but I wanted to kind of put it out there and put it in simpler terms because I'm committing to improving myself as a prompt engineer, and I think this is a great place to start. So make sure you also go over to the Funnelosophy YouTube channel, smash that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you're notified every single time I put out a new video. As I was doing this podcast today, I saw that President Biden signed the TikTok ban. So I'm going to try to do an episode tomorrow. So come back tomorrow and we'll talk a little bit more about the TikTok ban and some of the limitations and some of the concessions that were made so that this thing could pass. I'm still not sure how I feel about the whole thing, but I understand both sides of the equation here. But I'm a little concerned about what's going to happen going forward. So head on over to Funnelosophy YouTube channel, smash the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Also, the AI-powered marketer newsletter is done and out. Week 2 of the newsletter is up on the member website. You can subscribe by going to funnelosophy.com. Front and center at the top of the website is a place where you can subscribe to the newsletter. We've got great stuff in there about prompt engineering, feature story of the week. This past week, we talked about the coming AI drought in 2026. No, ran a little bit long here. Take care. Have a wonderful day. Keep iterating and keep innovating, and you too will succeed. Take care. See you in the next episode.